So Moto is the only place in the entire world where you actually get to eat your menu. So that's what you have here. Today it's a spring roll. We have some mint, micro cilantro, daikon radish, carrots, crispy gnocchi mushrooms, tofu, peanuts, and a dipping sauce. The whole idea is the customer comes in, reads their menu, and then it's a kind of self-assembly. You roll the whole thing up, dip it in the pineapple sauce, and that's your first course. So this is the blackout course. Black is not a natural color when it comes to food, so we thought we'd have some fun with it here. Today we're using black bass with different accompaniments. So on the left we have a forbidden rice puree with black trumpet mushrooms. In the center is a black bean foam and squinting dyed leeks. On the right we have a balsamic gastrique and squinting flavored celery root. So it's black bass with different accompaniments. All together it looks like a very heavy dish, but it's actually very light. So this is nose to tail Moto style with a Hawaiian luau theme. We have 6 different cuts of the pig we use. It's a Berkshire suckling pig out of New Jersey. We have on the right here a sriracha flavored spicy pork ear. We have togarashi pork belly, Li Hing cured ham with crispy skin on top of that, a coconut milk braised pork shoulder, a soy and sake marinated loin, and then accompanying that we have 2 purees, one being a grapefruit puree, then a apricot puree. We also have freeze-dried pineapple and plantain croutons. The drink going with this is a freeze-dried pineapple and coconut pina colada, and you have some fresh coconut here that we burn tableside to add the aroma of a Hawaiian luau. So this next course is a garbage salad. Looks like the dumpster behind a pizza place where a raccoon might have got into it. So it's all the flavors of a pizza and romaine salad just kind of spread throughout the plate. There's a romaine puree, a pizza sauce, pizza crust, your pizza toppings including a house-made Italian sausage. There's also a 3-year-old aged Iberico ham. There's edible plastic wrap, which is flavored with Romano cheese, and edible packing peanuts flavored with Italian dressing. There's also some crumbled up romaine and a little bit of paw prints on there made from balsamic to add that little bit of raccoon flavor to the garbage salad. So this is the white almond gazpacho, garnished with several different things here. On the left we have a braised rabbit leg, some toasted Marcona almonds, freeze-dried grapes, wild sorrel, red and green petite mustard greens, a pine top here, a sliced up carbonated grape, and the whole thing is then topped off with a olive oil snow. So here you have a quail egg inside of its nest. The nest is made of some crispy root vegetables, garnished with crispy scallions and micro parsley. You have 2 sauces, a roasted garlic aioli and some soy sauce, and it's a soft poached quail egg. So it's 1 or 2 biters, and remember you want to eat it before the mama bird comes back.
So at Moto we like to take plays on classic dishes. This dish is a southern chicken dinner. We really wanted to emphasize the flavors that you would get from a fried chicken dinner. So we have a aromatic powder. That's the first thing that you're going to see. It's really going to catch the eye, and it's going to have this really intense truffle note to it. The pasta itself is actually made with dehydrated freeze-dried chicken that we've powdered and turned into a flour. So the noodle itself actually tastes like chicken. The truffle that we have shaved is a French truffle. We also have a chicken biscuit, again made with that chicken flour, and an aromatic utensil. The aromatic utensil is just something that's incredible because as you're eating it brings another sense into your experience, so you really get the feeling that you're eating thyme even though you're not. So this dish at Moto is just straight up fun. You can see that it really brings out some of the comedic value that we have here. This is the edible cigar. Today we're offering 3 varieties. We have the cohiba, which is a plain Cuban pork sandwich. You also have the Philly blunt, and that is Wagyu beef and aged white cheddar cheese. The final is the full Monty, which is a plan of Monte Cristo, and it's a breakfast sandwich, so empirical ham, Swiss cheese, deep fried in egg, and then wrapped in collard greens. So at Moto, we try to stay very seasonal, and this is a planned mushrooms, and what better way to show off seasonality of mushrooms than actually putting it as a foraged mushroom course. It is a play on what you would find in the forest. So we have a mushroom puree, which is holding everything together. On top of that mushroom puree, you have fried mulberries, which have a very raisiny style flavors with a crispy outer edge. Chanterelle mushrooms, crispy black trumpet mushrooms, fried Brussels sprout leaves, bull's blood microgreens, and just a lot of love. The ground that you see is artesian bread. This is a very classic play on an old school French dish. You have at the very bottom a very classic red wine demi. The sauce in the candle that looked like wax is actually a truffle emulsion. So you have these wonderful aromats coming off this dish. Caramelized cauliflower puree underneath all of that with baby Romanesca that has been oh so gently blanched. Sauteed spinach with garlic, braised red wine short ribs, caramelized onions, and a puffed onion chip to finish this off.
This is the egg drop dessert. So it's kind of a play on a Thai curry, but in a sweet preparation. So there's a puree of caramelized nutmeg custard. There's a savory sweet orange carrot curry. There's a jasmine rice and coconut foam. A number of different herbs, Thai basil, banana mint, flowers. And then at the end, we come up at the table and do the egg drop, which is a raw egg made from encapsulated mango puree and lemongrass.
Here you come, I'm knocking on my door.
All right, so this dessert is probably the most epic dessert that we could possibly make at the restaurant. You'll receive this clear glass globe at the table. Inside the globe is an apple marshmallow, which has been caramelized right on the top and skewered with a rosemary sprig. So we fill the entire globe full of smoke so that after it sits in front of you for a couple minutes, you lift the lid off, and then your whole table is perfumed with this very woodsy kind of aroma. So once that's happened, we'll come out and we'll serve the rest of the dish, which is here. So starting at the bottom, there's a puree of toasted brioche and white truffle. There's some raisins that have been soaked in a spiced apple cider, a crumb mixture made from a honey sponge cake. There's also a sauce. It's a brown butter and butterscotch sauce. There's a chip made from a maple and vanilla marshmallow. There's an apple and chamomile sorbet. So the last step to finish this dish is taking that white truffle sitting next to the marshmallow in the dome and grating it over the top of the dessert, giving the whole thing this very woodsy, kind of earthy perfume of white truffles. This dessert is a tribute to the king, Elvis Presley. So the very first thing you see when you get this plate is a picture of Elvis, circa 1974, transferred onto peanut ice cream. Underneath that is a caramelized roasted banana, as well as a sort of vinaigrette made from rendered bacon, maple syrup, and sherry vinegar. I have some vanilla malt croutons and a nice little jelly cube of whiskey sour featuring a Tennessee bourbon. This is a chocolate cake and black truffle ice cream. Very simple concept, cake and ice cream. Kids love it, so this is a version of that adults will love as well. Chocolate sponge cake filled with a liquid hazelnut caramel. Next to that is pine flavored Greek yogurt, some smoky chocolate cookie crumbs, candied hazelnuts, freeze-dried blackberries, some micro chervil, and freshly grated black truffle on top of the black truffle ice cream. This is the campfire s'more bomb. When we serve it, we actually set the end of it on fire and it will burn down all the way to the chocolate, and then you'll eat this in one bite and have this explosion of s'mores as you bite into it. So it's a liquid graham cracker surrounded by dark chocolate, and then there's a marshmallow wick that we make and stick into the top of it, and that's what allows the fire to burn all the way down.
So by now you've experienced our entire menu, 16 courses, but it's time to take it into a completely new direction. And we're going to do that with something very simple. So here we have some soda water. We're just going to pour that in a rocks glass for you. Make sure you take you down into the lab for this experience. We have a lemon, a lime, and then a little bit of non-fat sour cream. The idea is you're going to eat this little miracle berry tablet, and it's going to prevent you from tasting sour and bitter things, well, some bitter things. When you taste the lemon, it'll taste like lemonade. As we squeeze that into your soda water, that's going to taste like Sprite. When we put it on your non-fat sour cream, that's going to taste like cheesecake. So this is very powerful, it's very unique. It's going to take basically everything that you just experienced and throw it right out the window, because now we can imagine new gastronomy. Welcome to Ing.